Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to SPW. I'm your host, Nick, and tonight we are continuing our holiday celebration, all leading up to Christmas. It's less than a week away. Can you believe it? Every year it just sneaks up on me. It's just like, what? Huh? So incidentally, that's why, in Halloween, I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely one of those Halloween guys. So, Christmas, second favorite. It's okay. It's in the top 3. But clearly, because of that, if you didn't know, if you saw the name already, Jack Skellington, still technically a Christmas character. I will argue. Nightmare Before Christmas, still a Christmas movie. Halloween themes, but Christmas movie. And largely just because of this man, of course, Jack Skellington coming down to the ring. He stands 7 feet tall, 130 pounds, long and lean, you might say. And if anybody knows how to make an entrance, it's Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. I, Jack, the Pumpkin King. He's got that great voice. Danny Elfman, gotta love it. Tim Burton. I mean, did you know? Okay, so random bit of trivia. Did you know Tim Burton didn't actually direct it? Wrote, produced, pretty much artwork, pretty much the whole gamut, but didn't direct because not a stop work animation director. So he found the right guy for the job, and that's why that movie was directed by somebody else. And I wish I knew their name, but props where props is due. Doesn't matter. It is all from the brain of the man. And obviously, Jack Skellington, classic character. Oh, I love this. By the way, we are in the North Pole. That's the background going on right there. That's just a great shot. Obviously, Jack Skellington, easily one of the hardest characters to create in let alone any of the wrestling games, 2K. But just in general, his proportions are inhuman. He's kind of... I mean, again, it's supposed to be 7 feet tall, like 100 pounds. So, he's basically like a just giant spider being of sorts. So, this version, probably one of the best I think I've ever seen in any iteration of the game. Props where they are due, once again, to the 2K community. I wish I knew the creator's name offhand. I would... Leave me a comment. Hopefully, one day, who knows, maybe they'll spot this and be like, that's my dude. And I will absolutely give you a shout-out on the channel. Because again, my job is made easier by the work of you, other creators out there, and I always want to just share the wealth as far as that's. I mean, again, you put in the hard work. I know how long it takes to make these things. Hours on end, 4 hours at least, is like a minimum to make these things look good. So, incidentally, Jack Skellington, we are lucky to have him. And, of course, who would we have Jack Skellington be going up against? But this took me a while, and I decided to go with, you gotta have a classic, Christmas character in there, so Frosty the Snowman! I basically was like, you know what, these are both monochromatic. Once again, I like to stick with the theme. But in so many ways, the snowman is just a skeleton that's just a little bit overweight, right? But Frosty, he comes down to the rings, only actually 5 foot tall, 100 pounds to the 130 that is Jack Skellington. And it makes sense. Like, he is rounder, but it is less dense because it is snow. There's a lot of padding, a lot of puff. It's some snow melt in the middle, some frost, but ultimately around the edges, it's almost as thin as light as air. So here we go. Jack Skellington definitely with the size advantage over Frosty, but I just felt like these two, I don't know. There's so many Christmas classics, but I'm like, how do you pair them off? You know what I mean? But this is one where I just love. Christmas has always had, and if you think about it, it's probably why it exists in the first place, because it's in the dead of winter, which is like the darkest part of the year. We need a little extra something to just everybody gets in a depressed zone. It's no place to be. So we need just whatever excuse you need in the middle of winter to get through it, So that's, I mean, all of these Christian allegories and technically pagan traditions all mixed in together. That's what we now consider Christmas, which is why we have a tree. Just throwing that out there. But it's become something new, and it's great because all that it's ever been meant to do. Look at that move! Wow, over the top rope, showing his agility, Jack Skellington. But again, you gotta love what Christmas has become. Basically everybody has their own version of it because it's just what your version of Christmas was as a kid. For me and for people my generation, and I love to talk about it, but it's one of those things, in like the 80s, when the original Nintendo came out, that was like so many people's best Christmas. Here we go, just a one count. Let me know, comment. I'd love to hear, leave me a comment, I should say. I want to know what your best Christmas was. Because honestly, it's one of those things, like everybody's got a story, right? I mean, come on. It's just fun. It just, nostalgia, you know what, that's why we're doing this. Frankly, SPW, here we go, one count. Out of Frosty, two count, here we go. Back and forth action. Ooh, look at that, springboard to his feet. But, that's why we're here. This is all just for fun, and nostalgia is like at least 50% of it for me. When I see superheroes go at it, it just brings back all of my childhood, memories as far as like, I remember talking about, wouldn't it be cool if, what if, ... fill in the blank. That's why we're here. And if you're here, thanks for watching. By the way, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all the things. And do the thing. Like, subscribe. This is what we do. This is just good old-fashioned fun. We just let, the computer duke it out. I set the stats. We download the skins. And we just watch. Hang back. Whatever's gonna happen, happens. But right now, Frosty the Snowman, clearly in command. Oh! 2 impressive body slams. And then a body splash. And then a roll-up, though. You can't underestimate the spidery silkiness of Jack Skellington. He just knows how to just kind of... I mean, as far as agility, yeah, like, that's the advantage here. Not only is he 7 feet tall, he's got the height, he's got the reach, but he definitely has the agility. I don't imagine, Frosty the Snowman being able to, do like an enziguri. But who knows? I may be selling them short. But right now, look at this, having to roll to the outside, once again over the top rope! Using those long legs to his advantage. Jack Skellington proving why he is the Pumpkin King once again. Meanwhile, Frosty the Snowman still probably just has a smile on his face. In his brain just going, happy birthday! Because it really, if you think about it, I mean, this is SPW, Super Powered Wrestling. Both of these characters very magically enhanced, if you think about it. I mean, Frosty the Snowman only alive because of the hat on his head. I'm sure if Jack Skellington... Oh, look at that! Jack Skellington going to the well one too many times. And Frosty able to break up the count and get it restarted. By the way, this is not a hardcore matchup, just a standard match, which is why the referee is counting 10. But Jack Skellington clearly with at least supernatural powers. You may not say they're magical, but at least supernatural. Oh! Countered by Frosty the Snowman. Oh! But then countered back once again and reverse stunner. How about that? That's got to cause some whiplash. But I guess if you don't have bones in your body, that's the biggest difference between these two guys. If you think about it, one man's made of all bones, one man has no bones. 1, 2, 2 3/4. Jack Skellington nearly had it. Trying to once again just encroach into Christmas season. And I mean, in real life, this is almost a battle that, I mean, there's only 1 month in between, and it is turkey-based. And yes, turkey-based means 2 things. Here we go! 1, 2, 2.5 from Frosty. These two going back and forth, very equally balanced. I mean, like I said, one guy's got definitely the height and the reach and the agility, but I think probably the strength and low center of gravity goes to Frosty. But submission hold being applied. A rope break breaks it up, but right now Jack Skellington taunting his prey. Oh, and what is this? like a spider. 1, 2, 3. Jack Skellington does it. You figure Frosty Snowman just a little bit too gentle of a soul to get in the ring and come out ahead. He doesn't have that ruthlessness that I think the Pumpkin King has. Look at the smile on that face. That was good stuff, Maynard. And again, if you've stuck around, do the thing. Like, subscribe. This is what we do here. We just kind of set the stats, let the computer go at it, and who knows what's going to happen. So I am always, I have just as much fun as you do. At least I hope you have as much fun as me. That's the way I should put it. Good stuff. But anyways, once again, if you've stuck around, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love to hear your thoughts. But we've got more matches coming up, more Christmas-themed matches, and we may or may not have Santa on our speed dial. And, of course, Christmas Eve falls on a Tuesday. So we do Tuesdays and Thursdays here, so fortuitous events. So we're just going to go ahead and plan something special, so you're going to have to do the thing. And until then, we will see you next time. Good night.